What is a random talent that Jazz had that most people don't know about?
Oh, that Jazz. Oh, that Jazz. She could shake a tail feather, baby. Whenever Jazz would get loose and get comfortable, and let's say like the club environment, really just the club environment. I mean, the club environment is the only place I really seen Jazz like really get loose, okay? And that's because she has some drinks in her system, and once she get those drinks in her system, baby, that girl can get down, okay? See, this is the thing about Jazz, right? Part of Jazz's early childhood was spent with her great aunt, who's also her mom, because Jazz's great aunt raised her. And when that great aunt brought Jazz into her home, she started off thinking that Jazz was just quiet. She could kind of see the fear in her eyes. She could tell that Jazz wasn't comfortable. So the great aunt was like, okay, let me make her feel safe. Let me allow her to get comfortable. And then I'm pretty sure she'll talk to me. Once Jazz seemed to get comfortable, Jazz started trying to express herself to her aunt. And what a form of expression is what? Talking, using your words, right? Well, Jazz went up to her aunt, tried to tell her aunt maybe like that she was hungry or something, right? Just try to express whatever, right? Jazz attempts to talk. Jazz's aunt said that it was as if Jazz was speaking a different language. The aunt could not understand her. Huh? Do you want this? Do you want that? What do you, huh? Babble. And as Jazz babbles and as Jazz tries to get her aunt to understand what it is she wants and what it is she's trying to say, Jazz starts to get frustrated. Jazz starts to cry. Jazz, baby Jazz is just basically wanting to be understood, and nobody can understand her. She wanted to be heard, and nobody could hear her. You get what I'm saying? Jazz aunt, she's like, oh my gosh, like this baby is 3-4 years old. She's supposed to be able to say simple things like cup, ball, mom, dad, something. She should be able to say something. But she couldn't talk. She didn't know how to. Nobody had ever taught her how to speak. That's when the aunt realized, oh wow, this baby spends a whole lot of time alone. Nobody is giving her attention at home. This baby is using the bathroom on herself. She doesn't know how to use the bathroom. She doesn't know how to speak. She doesn't know anything. This baby is underdeveloped. This baby is being left in her crib from sun up to sundown with no attention. I mean, Jazz's aunt was surprised that Jazz even knew how to walk. But Jazz's mom, she used to tell this story about how one of her homegirls taught Jazz how to walk. One of Jazz's mother's friends taught Jazz how to walk. Now let that sink in. So you know what Jazz's aunt did? She took her in. She said, you're not going back there. You're going to stay here. I'm going to teach you. I mean, everything was educational in that household. I mean, Jazz's aunt was so committed to teaching her, so committed to getting her caught up to the rest of the 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds and she was so committed. Every TV show Jazz watched was educational. learning. Her aunt was constantly, what's this, Jazz? Red, blue, ball, mom, dad, house, dog, cat. Everything, every conversation was educational. Every TV show, every movie, every activity. Jazz has so many educational books. Jazz aunt was committed to getting her caught up, and she did, so much so that Jazz became overdeveloped. You get what I'm saying? Overdeveloped. That's how much knowledge, that's how much time and energy and love and attention Jazz aunt poured into her. That's how much. You get what I'm saying? That's how much. When Jazz got older, Jazz's favorite thing to do was open the pantry in her nana's house and in her great aunt's house, because the great aunt moved in with her mom, which is Jazz's nana, which is Jazz's great grandmother, to help her out with the house and all that. So when Jazz opened her nana pantry, all that stuff that was in the pantry, Jazz used to get a notebook just like this one here. This is Jazz's journal that I have here. See what she does? She writes and writes and writes. Jazz used to go in that pantry and write down everything that was in the pantry. Looked at the back of the description thing, started writing down the description thing on the back of like a macaroni box. Jazz used to go in the pantry and write everything down just for fun, just to stimulate her mind. I mean, I thought it was the weirdest thing. Everybody around Jazz thought it was the weirdest thing. Like, why does this kid just go in the pantry and write down everything in the pantry all day? Like, normal kids don't do that for fun. But Jazz was never a normal kid. She was never normal. Jazz's great aunt got sick. And when Jazz's great aunt got sick, she called up Jazz's birth mom, her birth mom, and said, hey, can you keep Jazz? Like, I have major surgeries. I have to heal. I can't really keep up with her right now. You know, she's a kid. She's running around. She's doing this. She's doing that. Can you please just keep her until I heal, until I feel better? Jazz's mom, yeah, I'll come get her. Jazz's mom popped up, got her, threw her in the car, drove her to her dad's house, left her there, never came back, went back off to live her life. Jazz stayed with her dad for a while. Jazz went through a lot in the home with her dad because of what he allowed. Then Jazz got taken out of her dad's home by CPS. I mean, they came and removed her from the home. The home and the people in the home they were not fit to raise a kid. So DSS, CPS, whatever you want to call them, they stepped in, they took Jazz away, placed her back with her mom. When Jazz was placed back with her mom, she started growing up in the hood. Jazz never been in the hood. She didn't know what that was about. I mean, this was a whole new world to her. So she had to do what she knew how to do. Learn. That's what she was best at. So guess what Jazz started doing? She started observing her environment. She started picking up on patterns, picking up on habits. She learned. She survived. And a part of survival is fitting in. So guess what Jazz did? She learned how to twerk. She learned how to shake a tail feather, because I mean, what else? That's what was going on around her. Oh, hey. And she got damn good at it too. Damn good at it. But she comes off innocent. A lot of people always used to say to Jazz, like, why are you playing innocent? That was people's favorite thing to say to Jazz. Like, you always playing innocent. Why you playing innocent? I mean, Jazz truly was innocent. She didn't initially grow up in the hood. She grew up in a loving home with parents who actually wanted to be parents, her aunt and uncle. They actually wanted to be parents. Her aunt and uncle actually got pregnant, lost their child though. Then the aunt could no longer have children because of what she went through surgery-wise, hysterectomies, all those things. She could no longer have children. So when Jazz's mom got pregnant, the great aunt gave Jazz her name. Jasmine was going to be her baby's name, but she lost her baby. So Jazz got the honor of carrying such a name with such a legacy behind it, with such a meaningful meaning behind it. I mean, Jasmine is the soul of the baby that her great aunt and her great uncle lost. Jazz grew up in a loving household. She wasn't being taught cursing and twerking and all those things you learn in the hood. Jazz was not taught that at her core. She was placed into that environment after being taught all the right, proper things. So when people looked at Jazz and said, you playing innocent, they seen the innocence in her. She was innocent. She was just an innocent soul placed in a low vibrational area. But this is a celebration of life, baby. This is a celebration of life. So yes, Jazz may have learned how to twerk. She may have gotten really good at it. But guess what? I don't know. She was good at it. that was, but when she would bust out and do it, people would be like, damn, like I didn't expect that. This innocent girl, she looks so innocent, but she twerking and she good at it. Damn, like it all Jazz, like the people. I mean, hey, that girl could get down, baby. It was learned behavior. She learned it from her environment, but that shows you how much of a good learner she was. That shows you right there how she can learn fast and be good at it. You know? R.I.P. Jazz.